What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another 22 Mystic Shop reading. This is going to be a pick a card, okay? These readings are for entertainment purposes only. Use your own discernment. You have free will. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You'll be able to select from 3 cards. Today's reading is about how can you advance. Now, this is a general message, so it could be in your particular pile about romance, career, all of the above. Personal development. Okay. This advice should not be taken seriously by anyone. Okay, so with that being said, let's invite the Holy Spirit and the Spirit of Truth to the reading. Pile number 1. Okay, you have the Think card, number 30. Looks like some kind of mask is there. Okay. Pile number 2, you have Progressions with Journey, number 56. And at the bottom of the deck, we are coming in hot with pile number 3, number 35, Ascendant and Entrance. Okay, so one more time, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Now, once you have selected your pile, you can go in the comment section, jump to your pile. If it ends up not being for you, it might not be for you, and maybe another pile is, or another reading is, okay? So, again, general collective reading. Okay, if you want to stay for card pulling, I am going to be pulling your cards on camera right now for all 3 piles, and then we'll be starting your reading. So if you don't want to watch me pull all 3 piles cards, just go to your timestamp. Okay, this channel is growing, so thank you so much for everyone being here. Thank you for those of you booking tarot parties, personal readings, okay, showing up to events. And thank you to those of you who have booked, you know, my leather art, my beadwork, and overall supporting me, support you, and the collective at large, okay? So don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. That's the best way you can support me. If you're not able to book those services at this time, or if you're just kind of observing cards or whatever it may be. Okay, so let's tap into some tarot for pile number 1, please. I only really want 1 card from this deck. Okay, so pile number 1. Pile number 2. And pile number 3. Tea leaves for pile number 1, please. Pile number 2. I feel this green one for pile number 3. Shadow, what are you chewing on? Come here. I hear the puppy getting into something, so I may have to pause it and go check. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, 2, 2, 2. Okay, so I gave her a dog toy instead. Ooh, she wants to get into stuff right now. If you hear her scratching around, squeaking toys, she's getting hyper. One, 2, 3. Okay, I feel like that's good for the tea leaves. that? What is that? I don't think you need to chew that. No. Okay, let's get another deck. Now this one's the body tarot. I haven't worked with it a lot, but you know, if you have health concerns with your body, seek out medical professionals, okay? This is going to be more looking at the energetics of the body part that comes through on your card. Okay, I know that the body tarot may not resonate with everyone, but I just felt called to use it today, so we'll see what comes through. Where's your toy? Go get your toy. Where's your toy? Go get it. Go get it. Okay, how can pile number 1 advance? How can pile number 2 advance? And pile number 3? Hi, puppies. Excuse me. It's funny the Lovers is on the bottom again because I saw that some of these I think are going to be romance piles because I also pulled out my Dragon and Crow deck. I got another confession to make. I'm no fool. Does he say no fool or you're a fool? We don't know. Okay. Pile 1, pile 2, the top of the deck, pile 3. Okay, what else? So let's get one more tarot deck that we can clarify with in your reading. Honestly, because of the time of year I'm recording this, it is a timeless reading, but I'm recording it during a retrograde. So I'm going to use the Santa Muerte Tarot because I am picking up on, like, we're talking about how can you advance. So it's like almost that shadow part of like, okay, what do we need to resolve or what do we need to alchemize in our life to move forward? Especially if there's some past things under review or that you're being shown, or, you know, past people, places, things showing up. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle the Santa Muerte. I'm going to keep a selenite on it, and then we're going to get into your readings. Okay, so if you have stayed to shuffle with me, pull cards with me, then thank you very much for tolerating my puppy because she's kind of on wild card energy right now. Okay, so we're going to put pile 3 to the side up here. She's under the table just like looking at me. Okay. I can hear a rooster kind of waking up in the distance. So progressions for pile 2. Pile number 3, sorry, pile number 1 was the think card. So let's get started with this. Let's put Ooh, that feels nice. Okay, you could want to pick up a selenite, some of you. Okay, selenite clears all energy. I'm also using a selenite wand. Okay, those of you who read cards or you're just learning cards, don't lick my armpits. That's so gross. Stop. My dog's being ratchet. Okay, you can clear your decks by putting a selenite on top. Okay. So I just wanted to mention that. If you're reading between people or between your own readings, don't lick me, puppy. No. No, silly. Okay, so let's get into this. How can you advance? So if you chose pile number 1, welcome to your reading. We have the number 30. Yo, stop. You're going to get down if you keep messing with me, puppy. Stop it. No. Get down. Okay, so how can pile number 1 advance? So this card is talking about the ability to walk into a boardroom or other professional situation and be ready to take on any challenge completely in your power with just the right words at hand. Just ask her. She's with you. Speak to her. She can help you navigate, you know, like power dynamics, about developing real skills, craft, articulation, and tech genius with her support and your concentration. Okay. Keep that mind connected to your heart. Uh-oh, the puppy has entered the table. Okay, get off the table. No, we're reading cards right now. No, get down. Thank you. No. Okay, thank you for helping. Okay, so the challenge, okay, we're talking about how can you advance. So the challenge here, wherever you are on the gender spectrum, do not think you need to deny or disrespect the feminine, the anima, and the heart in yourself and others in order to access brilliant intelligence and competence, the gift. Ask for help when you need it, and divine answers will reveal themselves. You can think through this situation with a combination of rigorous logic and a real curiosity about the truth, all connected to an open heart. Okay, so you could be finding out certain truths or be dealing with like keeping your heart opened while tapping in with, you know, making logical decisions. Do you want to go outside? You're being on bad dog stuff. What? You want to go outside? Okay, let me put her out. She's being wild. Hang on. Okay, so how can you advance pile number 1? It's going to be all about tapping in with making logical but also heartfelt decisions. Okay, some of you could be going corporate. Some of you could be advancing into new roles. Okay, so your thinking cap is on, but it's like also like, what is your heart, you know, making you feel called for? Okay, we have the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. For me, with this particular deck, this almost feels like, you know, like hooking up with the secretary or like, you know what I mean? So maybe we're thinking like office romance in some form, or maybe someone, let's just notate that. Okay, it doesn't have to be just that, but I'm kind of picking up on divine masculine energy here, or it could be a female divine masculine who's super like corporate or all business. Someone here could be having, you know, alcohol issues, alcoholism, doesn't have to be, but also someone could be, I'm hearing a toxic workplace culture. Okay, so talking like, you know, we just signed this deal, let's have all these drinks. So it's like some people could be finding themselves, this could be past, present, or future on your timeline, by the way, but finding yourself like, you know, if you feel like alcohol makes you better at your job, or if you feel like, you know, you're in some office culture where there's a big bar, you know, in the office and everything, and your team celebrates like that, but you're going on this path towards sobriety or towards spirituality, and you don't want to literally drink spirits, that energy's here. Okay, so we have the Dragonling Garden, a new world is born. Okay, so I'm seeing some kind of rebirth for you. Queen. Radiates the regal feminine. Uses her benevolent authority to protect others. The shadow attributes becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling and demanding. It's giving the energy of raging alcoholic, okay? Or some of you, take it how it resonates. You could be dealing with a raging alcoholic, like a boss or coworker, maybe romantic partner, or for some of you, you could identify with this energy, okay? Okay, someone could be having stomach issues. Sneeze on the truth, okay? So some of you could be working through stealing. I heard stealing, so I don't know what that's about. Okay, so I heard stealing. The small intestine, the star, and this is the hope card. Okay, so some of you could be working with medical professionals on stomach issues. Others of you could be having stomach issues. I don't know. Maybe you're already sober and you've already gone through recovery from drugs and or alcohol, and your body is dealing with the effects of this. Some of you, maybe you're always having stomach issues at work because of like who's around you or the job and the tasks. Okay. So pay attention to your body, in particular with, the small intestine. If you do need to get some medical attention there and medical advice, tap in. But it's like, what does your gut literally tell you, or how does it feel about the dynamic? Because we're talking about advancement. Okay, so maybe just also like slowing down to listen to like, well, energetically, like, well, what is my gut feeling here? Okay, we do have the victory card. Okay, so let's keep going and see what's our overall vibe. This is the Page of Swords. Okay. So we have this energy of how can I advance? Well, you could be getting the signs, maybe you feel pressured to drink alcohol, or maybe you feel pressured to socialize in a certain way. Maybe you feel directed for something different. Maybe you're dealing with controlling and demanding people. It's like literally making you sick. Okay, we do have a blue jay here. Blue jay energy. You could be getting signs and messages in the form, in the form of blue jays for some of you. We also have the Seven of Swords and the Tower. Okay. So you could be catching heat. Okay. In particular, I'm picking up it in the workplace or from a boss or something like that. But we have the Tower. So it's like, but you're catching this. Okay. The Seven of Swords never looks like this, where it's like, look, I got this. Okay. You can shoot all these swords in my direction or whatever, and like watch me and do this sneaky shit. But, I'm only going to come through this victorious is what I'm picking up on. Okay, so also, side note, just because you can catch all these swords and you're like kind of like in this mental ninja vibe, just because you can catch all those swords and like transmute it or whatever, it doesn't mean that you should have to. Okay. We have the flowers with happiness, the valley, deep personal strength and peace that assure success. Leg, stepping into a new experience. So some of you are just like, how you can advance is like you want something new. Maybe you don't want to have to like catch these swords all the time. Some of you, maybe it's keeping the same job and role, but like stop drinking. Or also, side note, if you are corporate, I have met people, you need to talk to like your maybe like HR department or your medical department, because I have met people who have gotten sober while maintaining corporate jobs. Okay. So use your discernment, but if you need to go to like rehab or detox for your health, there may be people in your company or, you know, the medical side of it, if that resonates, who can assist with this. Others may need, we had that message of ask for help. So others of you may need to find, like, if you don't have that type of support or medical, you could need to find another organization that can help you get sober. So it's going to be different for everyone here. We have the Dolphin card. Financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Okay. There could also be, I'm getting like towards the end of retrograde if you're watching this when it comes out. Some kind of finances that come in that maybe let you go to a certain rehab, or I don't know, it's like a tax return, or like there could be some finances from the past coming through that kind of help you make this shift. Okay, others of you, maybe you want to leave the corporate environment. Some of you could work in entertainment, like nightlife, like I'm getting like bars, like cocktail. I heard cop. Someone could be wanting to leave, like a police department. Okay, so there's different things here. Maybe it's giving stalker energy a little bit, so I don't know. You know, I don't know what I want to say on this. It's like, okay, one thing I'll mention too is it's like, if it feels, only take this if it resonates. If it feels like your workplace knows a little bit too much about you, or like they're watching you too much, but like in a creepy way, just know, especially if you have to download an app on your smartphone for work. So whether it's like a specific email app or they have some of those apps where it, like, say that you need to log in and there's like a time code. So on your app, you have a certain code come up that you enter in your work computer. Okay, some of those other applications that you're required to use could be tracking your data and information. And if you have like a workplace stalker dynamic, just be aware of that. Okay, so maybe some of you just need to look into that. Company vehicles, you know, hooking up your Bluetooth to the car is another form of hooking up to a computer. There's so much stuff going on right now in regards to, you know, modern people's privacy concerns and data collection and data sharing and all of that. Okay, so I do want to just mention that. Okay, we have the Seven of Swords. I heard Seven of Gourds. I don't know why that's weird. Is someone's name maybe Gordon, Gordy, or maybe that resonates from a TV show. What TV show is that from? I'm hearing like a lady's like Gordy. Okay, I don't know. So we have the Nine of Cups again and the Seven of Cups again. Maybe this already occurred for a lot of you and you're having some type of rebirth. You're coming out of the Nine of Wands and Three of Pentacles. I'm hearing for some of you, you're coming back out of the woodworks. So maybe this is in the past for some of you. What is this? Four of Swords, nail in the coffin. Yeah. Some of you have decided to move on. So some of you have already advanced through this. Others of you, to advance, you are, I heard, going to take matters in your own hand. And for some of you, it feels like just kind of cutting off, maybe like a toxic workplace, or like workplace gossip, or cutting off, you know, situations, people, places, things, careers that make you fall out of your sobriety. Okay, like stuff like that. Okay, so there is hope for you. There's two hope cards. There is a victory card. Okay, so keep going. Those of you who need finances for something in particular, I feel like it's coming in from a past way, or others of you, you may need to think back, like, is there money I didn't collect, or is there money coming to me, or something like that, because that could help you for those of you who want to go to a rehab, or like some kind of like spiritual retreat, some kind of transformative experience, okay? And also some of you, like maybe there was like an office, workplace type deal going on that led to, I'm hearing a divorce, okay? So it's like, I just get this energy overall of recovery, like maybe just in general, in particular with divine masculines, but it doesn't have to be just that. It's like maybe there was just this kind of, this total energy of like, maybe I'm not showing up as my best self, so I'm going to go clean up my act. So that's how you can advance for somebody. If you're currently going through this, when you find this video, it's time to clean up your act, okay? Whatever that means for you. Others of you, you've already done that and you're like, now what? And that would be for you, it feels like a clean slate, okay? There could be another pile that's going to resonate with you, but it's like, pile number 1, your main message is like, how can I advance is to clean up my act, or I have already cleaned up my act and now I have the clarity of thinking to be like, well, what now? Or reframing. Some people here, you know, that corporate stuff could resonate, but it's like, well, I'm going to stay with my company. Maybe I'm just going to apply for a different city. Like it's going to be like a clean, I heard like new state too for some of you. So maybe it's like, I need a clean slate in a new state, but I'm going to stay in my role. Okay. But now I'm sober, or now, you know, I don't have that boss that was triggering me in particular. Others of you are like, no, corporate life's not for me. This is not for me. I've kind of ruined some version of my life and now it's something new, and some finances are coming in for something new for that, in regards to some past like finances coming through, basically. Okay. So I hope that helps, pile number 1. Let me know how that resonates with you in the in the comment section. Okay. Let me know what's the vibe, what's going on. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Pile number 1, you were coming through as like going through a lot, or have been through a lot. So just honestly keep going. Okay. Spirit's with you. Just keep going. Okay. So if you chose pile number 2, you have selected card number 56. Okay. We have progressions and journey. When I pulled this card, I was feeling kind of like shamanic journeying, or maybe someone here could be going into like vision quest. We have a clock here, which is really cool. Okay, there's also these mountains. Some of you in particular could see orbs. Some of you, so I'm getting like, how can you advance? I feel the theme here of spiritual progression or spiritual gifting, progression. Okay. Also, I'm picking up on some like random gamer. Okay, maybe you're getting to higher levels in certain games and stuff. I don't really feel like you're necessarily on the spiritual path, but maybe. Okay, so I do feel that vibe for some reason. So, hello. Okay, so pile number 2. Once you're born, you can't choose the cycles you live through, but you always choose how you respond. Progressions do not speak of a passing thing, but to the big sweeping arcs of karmic fate, to your soul's journey. Your present situation may not make sense in the short term because it has more to do with big karmic patterns and how those intersect with the karmic patterns of the world's progress, and less to do with your daily existence. Stand back and look at your life's journey. Think of the years you engaged with the world and the years you needed time for more personal work. Consider making a timeline or painting this landscape to see where you are in these big sweeping patterns. So that's how some of you can advance doing this art project, okay? Showing your progress, showing where you came from, where you've been through, because now you could be, I'm seeing the Fool card in my mind's eye, so you could be like, you know, having a new start or older in years, and you're like, what's this new pattern, or what, you know, look how far I've come on this journey, okay? This situation may feel fated, but the outcome is not predestined. Though you may feel uncomfortable, you always have a choice about how you respond and where you go. To help guide you in the moment, consider where you would like to be at the end of your life, a far distant point, and look back. Let this future become your lighthouse to guide you. Even though you may have to go around the rocks and work with the tides, let your lighthouse guide you. Challenge. This is not a small obstacle or opportunity. This is part of a complex pattern. Every choice you make changes how it unfolds. Gift. Trust the tides and set your own sails. Okay. Yeah, so this is part of a complex pattern. Every choice you make changes how it unfolds. So pile number 2, it's almost like a positive warning. It's like every choice you make, in particular at this time when you're finding this reading, is going to obviously affect the pattern unfolding. But if you're wanting to know how to advance, my stomach's growling. If you want to know how to advance, it's like, I don't know, my stomach growled. It had like this like pit drop in it. Okay, so it's like maybe that feels scary. Maybe you're facing decisions that it's like, ooh, like every little choice I make right now has big effects. Okay, so let's get into your cards and see what came through. Ultimately, listen to yourself. But yeah, doing an art project to kind of see this pattern and see what's unfolding would be really cool for you. Okay, we have the King of Swords. Interesting. We have little brother, little sister, siblings, younger friends, and responsibility. I did feel like I'm picking up on an older, you know, in human age, older person, but you don't have to be. And maybe this is like, if you're a younger person, it's like, well, okay, where do I want to be at the end of my life? And, you know, you don't have to focus on that, but it is okay if you feel called to look at that and then work your way back, and that back to your current age in human form. And that could be a form of how you advance. It's like work backwards for some of you. Okay. So I'm picking up on someone here though, regardless of age, that has siblings, younger friends, or others they could feel responsible for, or that they could be at a distance from. Okay, we do have a trickster archetype here. On the light side, we have transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. On the shadow side, we have manipulating others through duplicity. Okay, so I could be speaking to a male magician, but it does not have to be, but you could identify as a male magician. We have the irritation card with the 5 of fire. Okay, so this card speaks in general about like struggle. Okay, we also have the heart. There's also another body part on this card. I don't know what it is. Okay, I would have to look in the guidebook. Okay, so maybe struggling with heartfelt decisions, or maybe every small decision you make affects a lot of other people. So it's like, well, some of you could be doing shadow work around manipulation, okay, or that could help at this time. Others of you could have siblings or others around you who are manipulating you, and you want to make your own decisions. So I feel like how you can advance is take a step back, do shadow work about manipulation, either how people have manipulated you, you know, how you have allowed it, or what inherited manipulation patterns are there. Okay, You could be working to end certain patterns, or maybe your role in your family is you counsel the younger ones, or in the future you'll counsel the younger ones in your family or around you. You could also be a spiritual practitioner who works with people on this. So I'm seeing someone here who's destined to cut some type of pattern. If you're extremely, I mean, I don't read for kids. I read for 18 plus. But if you are like 18 or around there, you could know that you're on this journey to end a certain pattern. Okay, you already know that. Maybe you're looking at colleges for that. Maybe you already know, like you have a deep knowing of what your path is. Okay. We have an Ace of Swords, so I'm speaking to a truth speaker is what I feel here. This card has Dragon and Crow speaking the truth. Okay. For some of you in particular too, with this family pattern I'm picking up on, it's kind of like you could get, you could almost come across as predictable because your truth speaking irritates others. So to a lot of people, you could come across as like highly predictable, but you're actually highly calculated. But you also know like what you want, what patterns you want to break. Okay. Yeah. So we have, this is a Six of Pentacles. Okay. So to me, like Six of Pentacles speaks on, also this card is printed very off. I don't know if you can see that. It is not straight. You could come across as very balanced, or you could be like an older person who has some type of like farm in particular. Okay, so you could teach younger kids or people how to like grow things or grow food or connect with outdoor, realistic skills. Okay, or that could be that's what you're wanting to advance in. Okay, we have a bluebird. Okay, the bluebird could be a good spirit animal for you at this time if you feel called to. I could also be speaking to like an older woman. I'm picking up on someone who could sew or crochet if you are, I don't know if that's you. Okay. You have worked really hard, or how to advance is you could even like, here's the thing. You could even be in your 60s or so and you're learning about boundaries. You're learning about patterns. So this could actually be something new that you're learning about for some of you, but you're sharing and teaching this with, younger children or with siblings. Yeah. Okay. We have the third eye chakra with Metatron. So also some of you could visually see patterns. You could see through time, space. Some of you could be like quantum healers. What's this irritation? Okay, let's look at your tea leaves. Something about September. I'm picking up someone to, whether it's past, present, or future. You could have done like some kind of like farm, what's it called? When you go and stay on a farm for like work exchange. Quill, get back to the basics. Ink pot, problems to be resolved. And the frying pan with trouble and accusations. Someone here could be like a really good chef, or make like, I'm picking up on like some type of like Asian stir fry kind of vibe. Problems to be resolved. Some of you could be authors, okay, or how to advance is to really write on what's kind of, like, I don't know, what I'm saying is going to resonate different with everyone. So it's just like how you're receiving this message. Also, I realized I don't think we even got into the other tarot in the last reading. That's okay. Anyways, how can you advance? Okay, someone could be under fire for trouble or accusations, or that was past, present, future. So it's like ending those patterns. Okay, some of you are working through... I see that you're breaking through, like, patterns of control. It's like, but you're seeing it through macrocosm and microcosm. Okay, so it's like you can see, like, even through like systems, but also on a human scale. Some of you also could be like, I don't know, like microbiologists, or like study or work with light waves, like all different kinds of stuff like that. Okay, we have the Hangman with the Two of Cups. How can you advance? Eight of Pentacles. There's really a message here of how you can advance is tapping in with soulmates or soul friends, or just people where you have this like mental harmony with. Okay, getting another perspective on like what you're working through, or some of you with irritation issues. You could be working, some of you are working with spiritual practitioners, and then some of you are working with maybe like anger issues or emotional ailments, like in therapy. Okay, control issues. So pattern, like I'm picking up on people who are working through emotional patterns, but also like for some of you it's like control patterns. So keep journaling about this, especially at this time. Ace of Pentacles. Some of you also could, like, we already picked up on like practitioners, but some of you could be like therapists. Santa Muerte. I also could be picking up on people because of certain family patterns that have decided like not to have children. Okay, that could resonate with someone here. So what is this about September? So whenever you're reading, whenever you're watching this video, because it's timeless, September of that year, or if you're watching in September, I'm seeing this like third eye opening. Okay, so also some of you are going to get like a download drop of information about patterns, or you may need to put, I just heard Phuket. Okay, when we were picking up on like, I don't know, some kind of like certain food or style of food, so that could resonate with you. Or maybe you have a lineage. Some of you in September are maybe going to Phuket. Okay, like, I don't know how you spell it. I think it's Puckkket, something like that. Like, that's what I'm saying if I'm pronouncing it weird. Okay, that could resonate for someone. That confirmation for September. Okay, for others of you, it's like at September, whenever you're watching this video, September is going to be a good time for you to either start a certain type of therapy or a certain type of practice, or a development of your skills in your own industry, whatever that is. For those of you who are like farmers, September, I mean, that's like harvest season. Okay, I could be picking up on someone who's older too, where it's like harvest season is just like a lot on your body now, but you love, like, you know, living on a farm, or, you know, working with kids on the farm, doing like pumpkin patch kind of stuff. So whatever's going on with you in particular, because I'm picking up a lot of different people here, how you can advance is, I feel like meditation, because we have the third eye. So if you're younger, maybe you're going to be going through a third eye opening. Okay. Others of you could want to work with Metatron in your practice. Okay. For some of you, I'm feeling called to let you know you could want to read the book of Enoch. Okay. For some of you, take that if it resonates. We were talking about reading something. And then others of you, I feel, could want to read about patterns, especially if, you know, that's new for you. It's like family patterns, archetypes. I don't know what else to call it. And those of you who see certain patterns or see in other dimensions, like maybe bringing that art through. And maybe some of you, it's like making a deck of cards with the patterns you're seeing or the patterns you've broken, like in your family or in your life or within yourself, okay? So I'm going to leave this reading here. Let me know how it resonates with you. It's really a cool reading. It's super interesting. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. And yeah, some of you could want to write on what you've learned or what you've been through, picking up on that kind of vibe. Anyways, I hope that helps you to advance, because that's what I'm picking up on for your reading. Okay? Thanks for being here. I will see you in your next reading. If you feel called to more than one pile, check out another one. Okay, if you have chosen pile number 3, welcome to your reading. We're looking at how can you advance. Okay, we have ascendant with entrance. How do you see the world? Take a long look at the assumptions and presumptions through which you filter your experience of reality. Really look at how your privilege, trauma, or certain attributes of your history can distort the reality of the moment. Do what you can to dismantle those obstructions so you can see the whole view. Okay, the challenge. Well, okay, before we get to the challenge, let's see. This is where you become visible. There's another reading I did within the last week or two. It says like you're about to be seen. That reading's coming through. That reading I don't recall at the top of my mind right now. But I do feel called to tell you about that reading because it could resonate with you somehow. So if you're, being visible or like you're about to be seen, if this makes you nervous, investigate what needs to be healed or where you need to grow your confidence in order to feel comfortable being seen. If you are asking about a project, look for what needs to be repaired or improved before you hold a press conference. The front door is only one part of the house. Be willing to look beyond appearances and into the heart, but don't count on others' ability to do so too. The gift. Over time, your reputation is built on what you do, not how you look. Okay. Yeah, so how can you advance? I think the overall theme I want to go with this reading, and I feel called to go with this reading, is maybe okay, I'm going to be blunt in this reading because I think it's going to help you in the long run. So if you don't want to hear it, you can click off. I'm just going to tell you, okay? Some of you could be coming through as like materialistic, okay? Or like the way you look on the outside. Some of you could even have like undergone like plastic surgery or like reconstructive surgery, like all this stuff. And it's like in the end, and maybe that was when you were younger, or you did it to impress someone, or someone could have even like pressured you for some of that. However, we're talking about right now. Okay, so right now, regardless of if that was also for you or not, because that's not the only person I'm talking to, but that's some of you in the collective. Okay, and it's like, okay, maybe I did all this work and went through all this pain, and I still feel numb, or I don't, like, I thought if I fixed my face or got a certain body, I would feel a certain way, and maybe I did for a while, but like, also like, what's my heart connection? Okay, like, where is that? Is there a disconnect there? So I'm picking up on kind of that energy for some. And then for others of you, it's not any of that. It's not like necessarily appearance. It's like the confidence of like, well, I want to do this, but I feel shy. Or I want to do that, but I feel, again, like fear of being seen. Okay, so I think that this taps back into like knowing yourself though. And also those of you who have gone down certain paths of like changing image, or literally undergoing surgery for image and stuff like that. I feel this energy of, okay, well, who am I really under all of this? It's kind of giving that like Jim Carrey energy of like, who am I under all of this? And this title, maybe I'm picking up on some actors. Maybe I'm picking up on people who have seen those clips I'm talking about with Jim Carrey. And others of you, it's just more how you can advance is really getting to know yourself kind of like spiritually, and like setting your mission statement and setting like, you know, who am I and what am I here to do? Because then when people see you, it's like, well, I know who I am and I know what they're seeing because I see it too. Now, my experience working with people like as a seer myself is sometimes people feel a certain way around me because they either like don't know what I can see, or they're not ready to see what I see in them or what I see for them. How does that resonate to your reading? Okay, so maybe some of you are finding it like, again, like this, okay, I'm going to frame this reading as, I want to say this in the right way. Like, I want to frame this reading as, if you continue watching this reading, it's because you want to see maybe what you've been in denial about, or maybe what this card, it was also talking about, like being, it's like more your reputation about being like what you do, you know, not how you look. Okay. So I'm feeling this shift of how can you advance? It's like, well, regardless of the past, because I'm picking up on some heavy past energy here. It's during a retrograde at the time of recording. So regardless of past, regardless of how you look right now, regardless of all of that, underneath all of it, it's like right now, Spirit is calling you to kind of have a clean slate, okay? Especially after this eclipse. It's like, this is a clean slate. Like, what you do from now forward is going to, like, it's okay to reveal and step into like the role of confidence, the role of it's okay to be seen. Okay, I hope you're following what I'm saying. The Sun. Okay, I could be speaking to a masculine. It doesn't have to be. You have a lot of light. Okay, Six of Cups. Some of you could be going through, this one's interesting. Okay, so if it's for a masculine, I'm picking up on energy like we also felt that disconnect between heart and image. So like maybe also I'm picking up on masculines who it's like who you like really love, or like in regards to romance. This card also talks about like reconciliation. So it's like also for some of you, it's like maybe even like who you're spiritually connected to doesn't match your 3D image standards or projected standards of the culture or of your corporate workplace or whatever. Okay, I'm picking up on that for some. Little Red Riding Hood, I am not a victim. Okay. So for some others of you, it's like overcoming like it's okay to be seen. Okay. So on the other hand, okay, so this is a lot to unpack. So it's like, regardless if you're like a man or a woman, some of you could feel, you know, this victimhood at your core, or this could also be in the past, but it's like you could try to hide some type of victimization by your image, okay? And it's like, well, maybe those of you who are experiencing like a fear of being seen, it's like, well, maybe you don't want people to see, you know, that in you, or the trauma you've been through. Or some of you could not want to be seen for superficiality, okay? Like that kind of energy. Or for being an addict. We have the addict card, okay? Helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. Some of you could be in rehab or recovery, or you look different after addiction issues. I just heard the Cardi be like, got a bag and fixed my teeth. Okay, so maybe some of you have like issues with your teeth from addiction or from overdosing, or all kinds of things could be happening with that. Okay. And I think that that's like highly understandable. So maybe some of you, because of past decisions or trying to, you know, whatever, drug and numb out abuse situations or dynamics, you could have, I don't know, some of you could be in like hiding for this, or some of you look different because of this. And some of you, it's like, well, it's okay to come out of the woodworks and be seen. You know, so everyone's on different levels of healing and where they're at with this, okay? But it's like reconnecting with your heart space. I'm feeling a numb heart chakra, so some of you could... We also have the wolf. It's giving lone wolf. Some of you could be like men who are really hurt, who need like this deep... This is like an overall theme. This like deep trauma healing is needed. So for those of you that resonates with, it's like showing up with practitioners in particular, like energy workers, could really help release this. There's people who are just going to know this by meeting you, and it doesn't even have to be like, you know, whatever, like public appearance. It's just like, yeah, like finding something new, or a new person who's going to understand and know how to help you release this or work through this, okay? And that's going to help build your confidence to be seen, that you have overcome all of this. Like you're not a victim. Regardless of the dynamics or scenario, you're going to keep glowing, keep showing up, and, you know, do your best and do better and make better choices. Okay, the shadow attributes we have here is compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. Oh, we don't like that. Okay, so you could have resonated with another pile or all the piles. Having authority allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. Yeah, we don't like that. So you could be trying to break those addictive patterns. Some of you might have to get help. Okay, but you have a sense of mistrust. Okay, 9 of fire. So trust issues could hold you back from being seen. I think that's, you know, valid with what I'm picking up on here. Okay, I do want to validate that. Okay. Archangel Ariel, second chakra. Okay. So you could want to get into second chakra work. Okay, or you could be getting your chakras read. Okay, we do have the Two of Pentacles. Some of you I'm picking up on energy of like yo-yo dieting. Chickadee. I don't know why, but when I saw chickadee, I was picking up on chickpeas. So if you like to eat chickpeas, or make hummus, maybe some of you make hummus or something like that. I don't know why I'm picking up on hummus. I don't know if that feels right for you. I think that's pretty low calorie. So again, like maybe consult with a professional, like a nutritionist, but some of you could, I'm not talking like go all out with hummus all the time, but I'm just saying at this time, for someone here, I'm picking up either you make hummus or you could want to pick up a nice hummus if that feels right for you. Okay, and agrees with your dietary concerns. We have the Lovers. Some of you could be like, I'm seeing that show. Ooh, what is it called? It was on Netflix. I think the girl lives in LA and she goes to meetings. She's like I think a sex and love addict or like a love addict. So some of you could resonate with being a love addict, or maybe you were in the past. I'm hearing that songs like, my love don't cost a thing. Okay, we have Fair Woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. A Gavel, involvement with the law. Okay. Someone's addiction issues could have them in legal issues with a woman. Okay. It's not going to be for everyone, but I'm picking up on that. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Okay. And a marriage. Shit. Okay. Okay, so maybe this is a masculine going through all of this, like while being in a marriage. With the legal issues, it's like maybe that marriage ended. We've been picking up on that energy of, you know, if you're single, going to married. If you're married, going to, you know, single again. So take it how it resonates for you. If this doesn't resonate for you at all, you know, it might not be your reading. Just letting you know. Okay, so maybe someone here is feeling afraid to be seen after a divorce. Okay. Maybe their decisions got put on blast. Okay. Someone could have gone undercover to hide face. It's also giving, like, I had done another reading talking about the movie Face Off. So there could also be some extreme dynamic here where someone is either like a undercover agent who's gone over facial reconstructive surgery. There could also be a woman who, like, you know, after being with an addict or whatever, went through this like major facial surgeries. Maybe someone got addicted to plastic surgery. I'm picking up on that show, like addicted to plastic surgery or whatever. Okay. So someone, overall though, the energy is like refocus on what feels right, on shining your light. Okay, some of you, if you're working through marital issues, get into counseling. If your partner doesn't want to, then you're only in control of yourself. Okay, someone could have overcome domestic violence. We have, like, guns could be involved. Not for everyone, but for some, guns and money. Okay, I heard running and gunning, so someone could be some type of, honestly, I heard drug mule. So, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. Someone could be finding decisions about money either being made public. Like, we're seeing that in the public eye. You know, secrets coming out about money, about, you know, secret parties and stuff like that. So, I don't know, collective, you know, if you have some kind of past like this, it could be coming out on blast, or it already did. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. Some of you have decided to reroute and be more consciously aware with how you spend, what you do. Nine of Wands. What else? Divine timings here. Okay, Grandfather Clock. Okay, I feel like that time out depends on where you're at the timeline. If you've already been through this, it's time for you to be seen again. Okay, if you're already through this, or to go see some healers to get through this, go see a counselor. Okay, go to rehab, whatever it is for you. If you're doing that, like if you're having addiction issues with the plastic surgery, I don't have experience talking to people with that type of addiction, so I don't know who the best specialist is for that. I would think a therapist, maybe someone dealing, this could be a woman or a man dealing with body image issues, maybe potentially body dysmorphia. Okay, so maybe a trauma therapist. Some of you, I'm hearing you've been with the trauma therapist for years already. Okay, so you know, maybe this is a lifelong thing for some of you that you're dealing with, but I'm picking up on an energy. I'm really seeing someone giving to themselves, a lot of self-love. Okay, pick up some flowers, you know, try to make your home as zen as possible. Okay, it's time to get back out there and communicate. So whether you need to find like a new therapist, whatever, intuitive massage therapist, get your aura read, balance your chakras, whatever it is. Now I'm starting to feel this healthy energy coming in for you. So that's the thing, especially if you're watching this when it comes out, it's like this stuff could be coming up, resurfacing, or past people involved with these past dynamics resurfacing, because it's like triggering you to heal through this. Okay, that's what I'm picking up on. 10 of Wands, Knight of Cups. Yeah, someone could be leaving a dictator. Okay, or someone, you could have been married to someone who's like some type of dictator. The devil. Someone here could have worked for, someone literally could have worked for the devil here. Okay, literally. A masculine. Okay, 2 sun cards. Here comes the sun. Na, 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 na. I could be picking up on like an ex-Satanist, some kind of cult member. Okay, something like this. Yeah. I'm not going to get specific with that. So I am so proud of you, collective. It looks like you're working through stuff here. Looks like stuff could be coming up that's triggering you at this time. So continue to get into your self-love. If this is resonating with you and you want to do like a self-love kind of self-care reading, you could book a personal. Otherwise, like, I'm picking up on someone who needs to get some type of, whether it's spiritual, shaman, whether it is a, you know, trauma therapist, whether it's checking into rehab. I'm picking up on someone who deserves to, you know, talk through some shit and give themselves this gift of, you know, healing. Okay, that's what I'm picking up on. Okay, but it's a good vibe. Like, whatever, like, you're not a victim, so whatever you're going through, it's like, you know, I'm hearing that song. It's like, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it. So you're out here making it. Okay. And the more that you heal and like get stuff kind of off your chest here, it's going to make you able to show up more for yourself, your family, your community, and feel more connected to your heart. Okay. So that's all I have for you. Thank you for being here, pile 3. You've been through a lot. Just keep going. Okay, honestly, just keep going. Make good choices. Connect with professionals that can help you where applicable. Get into your self-care. For those of you who feel called to, pick up some flowers. Okay, make your space nice and blooming, because you are blooming, or you're about to be. You deserve to be seen no matter what you've been through. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you in your next reading. Bye.